Today on the channel, from the Masterverse line and He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, we've got Hero and Battle Armor He-Man.
The spirit of the warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Masterverse unboxing and review. And today at the table, we've got Hero and we've got Battle Armor He-Man. But remember, for all your He-Man needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle to save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. And of course, anything over $39 does ship free. And that's exactly what I did right here. Looked at the hot off the truck, bam, hit my old discount code Kyle, pick these bad boys up. Cheaper than retail, really, at the end of the day. So, got to get a deal at the end of the day, as we always say here. But we're going to, of course, do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And let's kick it off with Hero first here on the channel today. Hero, another big character in the Masterverse saga, I guess, for the Netflix Revelation series. He had his time in the sun, of course. We'll do some comparisons to other Hero figures as well, so stay tuned for that one. But big window box like we're accustomed to. 40th anniversary sticker, Masters Universe Revelation. That is getting a Series 2, I guess, sometime in 2023, so stay tuned for that. You get the old Masterverse logo at the very top. It's got the hieroglyphics, things like that we're not really sure of. Can't interpret them, but we can see some of those kind of things there. We got 30 points of articulation. Ages 6 and up. He is the heroic cosmic warrior hero, because it says that on the side there. Got a little bit of beautiful artwork. As we always know, Masters always has great artwork with their action figures. And on the back, got that big artwork there. You got the cross cell down below. We got the blurb. This is how it's done. This is how all action figures should be. Hero, the heroic cosmic warrior, armed with the magical sword of He. Ah, the sword of He. And cosmic armor from the Temple of Power. Hero protected Eternia. Here we go. Hero protected Eternia, both the Snake Man and the Horde Empire. So we got a little copyright issue there. They messed up on that. Hero protected Eternia, both the Snake Men and the Horde Empire. That's a mistake. This ancestor of He-Man fought alongside the other heroes in the ultimate battleground and sacrificed himself to save King Grayskull. Of course, we also got Sunman and Jitsu. We'll unbox those guys. That's who we have in this wave here. We'll unbox those on the channel as well. Stay tuned for that. But let's get old Hero out of the package. Looking like a hero. See you later. The box looking like a zero. That's the way it goes sometimes. And there's old Hero in the plastic prison. Looks like he is locked in. So I got the old trusty scissors here. They don't want Hero going anywhere. And it's understandable. He is a flight risk. I've heard he's a flight risk. He is a runner. He will get out of here if he needs to. But you got a nice soft cape on here. Always love that. Always appreciate that. You guys know how that goes. Pop this bad boy out here. Oh, we got twist ties flying everywhere. All kinds of stuff. We do get extra hands. Crunch, crunch, crack, crack. See you later. Goodbye. There it goes. And we're off to the races here. Let's get the accessories first. Let's look at this. We do get hands with him. These are very common hands. We've seen these with He-Man as well. We do get one fist. Happy to report they got a fist. And then we do got a slapping hand. In case he needs to slap the taste out of somebody's mouth, hey, he can do that if he needs to. Then we get his big old staff here. And what is going on with this thing? How does this open? How does this work? It is a nice kind of mustard gold color, all one color throughout. Nice sculpting to this. There's got to be a secret. No, there is no secret. I thought there was going to be a little little trigger button or something and this would come out, but it does not. But you can just move it out with your hands, it looks like. I figured for sure they would have something like that going on, but they don't. But you can have it as a nice big staff here. Of course, got the handle right here. Little protector, a little knuckle protector right there. But you can just pull these guys down on the side. Almost like a flower. Almost like a flower. But very cool. Then you got this jewel at the top. Very, very cool. It's kind of a greenish, murky kind of creature from the Black Lagoon looking type thing right there. But very interesting. But this is kind of his weapon, his kind of go-to-market strategy weapon he has here. But it all connects and clips together and looks really good. Actually, nice. One and done accessory here for the set. So I'm okay with that. Now we turn our attention to Hero. Let's see what Hero's got for us here. Of course, he does have all the traditional Masterverse articulation. Arms go all the way around. Uh-oh, what do we got here? Oh, just a little piece of, like, I don't know, black. I don't know, whatever. But the arms do go all the way around. Shoulders up and down. Bicep cut, of course. Double jointed elbows. A little bit loose in that arm there on the right there. A little loose on the arm. Hands removable, hands back and forth. You do get a waist hula hoop up top there. Another little waist down low, a little hard to get to. He can do those big hero splits if he needs to hit some hurdles or anything like that. You do get a nice thigh cut, double jointed, pinless knees, here for that all day long. You do get a boot cut as well, a little bit limited by his big boots. And then the ankles back and forth, up and down. And then don't forget about the head. Of course, head removable, head all the way down, head up, a little limited by his working on a mullet. He's working on a mullet, a little limited there. And then side to side is a little limited, but you can move through. But the shoulder there does get in the way a little bit. Very, very cool colors on this. Once again, you got that mustardy yellow color on him. You got the H logo, of course, on the chest. I really like the blue on the trunks and the blue around the silver belt. Really breaks up the sculpt, breaks up the color, gives us a little bit there. Same thing down to the boots. Got the big old boots going on. You got all that little blue strap against that gold. Really does make that pop, makes it look a little bit better. He does have forearm guards as well. Those are removable, so if you want to take his hands off, you can just slide those off if that's what you want to do. But it's a nice little protection here. And then you get to the head, a little bit glossy in the face a little bit. It needs to be toughened up a little bit. Another wash wouldn't have been a bad thing for here. Got a good haircut he could set his watch to if he needs to. A nice part on the side there, looking good. And then he's got a very Hercules-esque headband going on as well. He's got his eyebrows up. He is apparently ready to fight, ready for action. I really do like this soft goods cape. Soft good capes are always preferred in my boat, maybe yours as well. So he's got a nice red soft good cape, a good feel to it. I like that it's kind of strapped up here. It kind of seamlessly goes into the plastic, which looks really good. Of course, his chest protector and all that can be removed. You do got spots down here to remove it. I do got a little scuffage on the back of mine. Nothing to write home about. It is blocked by the cape, so that is okay. And it's interesting, the cape, of course, once again, tied in there. I don't like that they do that. I don't like it when McFarlane does it. I don't like it when Mattel does it. But, of course, you get the little twist ties into the cape, which makes just a little hole in there. So I've never understood that exactly. And we've seen with Mattel also with the wrestling, they taped some of these down. Well, that rubs off some of the shine. So I prefer nothing on the capes. Just don't mess with the capes, Mattel. That's my go-to-market strategy, at least. Does this fit in his hand? Boy, it better. This nice weapon here. But it is a big heroic staff. But boy, it's these hands, I don't know. I might have to work it in there a little bit. Oh, there it is. It fits. It fits, thankfully. But very, very cool. I don't know. Not the most iconic character, but a character I think most of us know. Of course, back to the Classics line as well. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on stands. And he fits on the Mattel stand very well. Of course, they are the best for Mattel products and a whole lot of other things that we always talk about on the show. But very, very good. It's a good-looking one. And like I was starting to say, not the most iconic Masters of the Universe hero of all time. We know him from the latest show. We know him from the Mattel Classics line a few years back as well. I do have that. That one is pretty awesome. It does have a hard plastic cape. But boy, this is a very, very nice-looking figure. One of my favorites, actually, from more of the deeper cuts in the collection. But very, very similar. This one, a heck of a lot cheaper than this one, especially in this day and time. But it does look good. This isn't a bad deal right here. I'm all for old Hero being in the line. I love building out the universe. As you guys know, we love getting some of the deeper cut characters. And Masterverse is giving us a lot of those fairly recently. But speaking of deeper cuts Hero, we're going to just prime cuts, choice cuts, in Battle Armor He-Man. He-Man, of course, the most iconic guy in the Masters of the Universe. But Battle Armor He-Man hits a lot of people in the old nostalgia feels. A lot of people like that Battle Armor He-Man. From talking the original 80s line, Classics line, Origins line, there's a lot of good Battle Armor He-Mans. But boy, on first impressions here for me, I'm not sure what to think about this one. This one looks suspect from the day the glamour shots were dropped, suspect all the way down to having it in my hand here. So we're going to get out of the package and we're going to see what's going on with this one. I'm not sure if this is going to be my favorite incarnation here, but there he is. You got the New Eternia, I believe, down here. Masters of the Universe, New Eternia Battle Armor He-Man is what it says down below. Of course, you got, what, 22 points art? Oh, 30 points. Getting my lines mixed up. 30 points articulation. Masterverse, big window box showing everything that's going on there. He is, of course, the most powerful armor in the universe here. That's what it says in the box right there. Very, very cool looking picture on the side. Almost looks like Kurt Russell. Kind of looks like Kurt Russell to me. I don't know, maybe you guys as well. On the back, very cool. You got that skeleton there up on the mountaintop with that sun or moon or whatever it is back there kind of lighting the way. It looks really, really cool. Got the blurb, got the cross cell as well. All kinds of cool packaging stuff. I really wish he looked more like this with the windswept hair instead of this crazy hair we got here with this He-Man. But let's read the back, see what it says. Battle Armor He-Man, the most powerful armor in the universe. Donning his powerful battle armor, General Adams sailed farther than any ship in the Eternos Armada in search of the mythical Isle of Grayskull and the legendary Power Sword. Upon finding the sword, he says, "I have the power," and transforms into He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. So there you go. That's what it says back there. Let's get him out of the package, see what all the fuss is about. Got that traditional gray kind of rock background we're used to with the Masterverse line. Looking good. See you later. Goodbye. We got any twist ties on this guy? Of course we do. Of course we do. We got him in the plastic prison first. There he is. Some interesting stuff. What do we got right here? There's one. Of course, the legs are locked in. There's two. Another one, three. And another arm. It makes four. And we're out of the package here. Pop all these extras out. Oh, come on. Those hands are always fighting me. Always fighting me, those hands. There it is. There it is. And, jeez. There it is. And we're getting twist ties everywhere. There it is. See you later. Goodbye. Get out of here. Twist ties. Be gone. Be gone, twist ties. There it is. All right. Stick him to the side. We're going to look at all these extras first. If I can get all these twist ties out of here. My goodness. There it is, there it is, there it is, and we're down to the hands. Let's kick it off at the hands, and it looks like we got the exact same hands that we got with Hero. A little bit more tan, but we do get the fist, we do get the slapping hand. I appreciate that, a little yin and yang, I'm all for that, that's good for me. Then we turn our attention here. We do get a shield. This is not the shield I think of with He-Man. Of course, it has the big H logo. Nice coloring on this with the green, the red, and blue. Almost looks like a clan. Like, hey, this is a clan from back in the day. Like something you might see with Drew McIntyre or something in the WWE. He's the Klansman, like a young Iron Maiden, maybe. Who knows? But it's definitely a shield that's seen some stuff, but it's not iconic He-Man shield, at least to me. Maybe it is to you. I don't know. But I think this is my first go around the sun with this one, if I'm not mistaken. But an interesting one is it doesn't have anything, so okay, it just clips into his forearm, so that is very interesting. I don't think we've seen that before, but it just clips in instead of being held or pegged in or whatever. It just clips right into his forearm gauntlet, so that is something a little bit different. We do get the iconic He-Man weapons. We do get the battle axe. We do get the power sword. Now, we're used to seeing these. Very, very cool. I don't mind this. I like this one. Maybe it's just... you know, one thing I've kind of dogged this line's power sword on is it feels like it's too long. I don't know. It just feels not right. It doesn't feel early 80s He-Man power sword to me. That being said, this one feels more that way, and I think it's kind of the optical illusion a little bit of the wrapping on the handle. The wrapping on the handle makes it maybe feel a little bit shorter. I don't know. It could be playing tricks with me, but you got a nice wrapping there against the nice silver gray. It does look really good. So I really do like the looks of this power sword. And once again, maybe it's just me. Same thing with the battle axe. Didn't have any problems with this axe, but it just feels a lot better with that wrapping. Just a little extras really go a long way sometimes. And that's what I see with this battle axe as well. Got the usual chips and dings in it. You can tell this axe has been worked over a time or two by He-Man or even Battle Armor He-Man. Now we get He-Man out. We'll look at this here in a second, but let's straighten He-Man out a little bit. I am really not sure what to think about this He-Man. Like I said earlier, I didn't like it from the glamour shots, and it just felt too chunky and too big to me. It just doesn't feel proportionally correct, and maybe that is just me once again, but it just feels weird. And I will say, I guess, having it in hand, it does feel a little bit better up top. It's just at the hips. The hips, he just seems so wide. Yes, I get he has some armor over that loincloth. The armor is removable. But it just makes him look way too chunky. And of course, it is battle armor, so it's kind of like a knight putting their armor on. It's going to make them bigger. I guess I do understand that, but just something about the proportions here is really off. But the thing that is off the most on this one to me is the head. Once again, he's kind of got that Rue McClanahan kind of cherry rose, rouge on his face, not rose, rouge on his face that makes him look a little bit strange. Just kind of a little bit red in the face. I really do not like the hair. I like that he has the longer hair, but like I said on the packaging, I'd like the more windswept look. This looks strange with just the part down the middle on the sides. It just looks very strange to me. And once again, maybe that's just me. I don't know. I do like looking at him, though. He's got a little extra detail on the side of the face. He's got a scar on the side. Scars make you tougher overnight, so he does look good with that scar. I like that. He does got a beard, but it just... I wish it was a little longer beard, a little bit sculptor, a little bit more almost King Grayskull-like. Just a longer beard would really add this instead of just a tight, because he's battling, he's traveling. We read the story there. He should have a more untamed beard, I feel, in this one. So I had some of my issues with the head sculpt. Of course, articulation, exact same as Hero. We don't have to walk through that here. But he does have a few different things than your typical figure. We talked about that forearm gauntlet right there. You can plug the shield right into. I think that is a neat idea. That is something different instead of making him hold it. He does got this one shoulder pad here, and it is just flapping around, falling around, as you can see. That is a little bit annoying. I don't know if I'll leave that on or take that off, but that thing does kind of get in the way and fall around, so I'm not a big fan of that. He does got wrist gauntlets here. Those are not removable there on the right hand. He does got a nice kind of battle lion, battle cat insignia right there on his belt, which looks good. We talked about the Eternia's most finest loincloth. He does have that. Very similar to... the other He-Man we got in the line here, the Viking He-Man, was it Viking Skeletor? What was that other He-Man with it? You know what I mean. It definitely looks like that. Same kind of wrappings we're used to with He-Man. The fur on the boots as well, the boot cut, all that kind of stuff. I do like the knife here on the side, very similar to that other He-Man. I believe it's the exact same knife. So that is another weapon he does have. I always love a knife you can pull out of your boot. Give one of those and throw it at somebody. He can do that if he needs to. It also looks like, I really do like this, on the back of his armor, you can plug the shield into his back. So that is really cool. I like that we can store everything on the character. Very G.I. Joe Classified-esque. I like that. So then you can have the sword in one hand, the axe in the other. He's off to the races. He's off to battle. I think that is a really cool idea there. Looks really good. And then you do get the He-Man insignia there. Of course, that is removable. Very patented to the older ones. You can choose what chest plate you want. You want the battle damaged one. You want the regular one. I always like that idea. I like the old flipping mechanism. That was always cool, but that was also annoying at the time when you're playing. You wanted to keep it nice, and all of a sudden it would flip on you. I get that as well. So I think this is probably the best way to go to market. You can flop these out if you need to. Have the battle damage one, have the regular one. Choose your own adventure, as we always say. But let's see, does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle, save 10%. There it is. Fits perfectly right there. I like what they're going for with this one. It's just a little bit too chunky, and I do lose some points on the head for this one for me. We do have the Classics version, which I really do enjoy the Classics version of this one. So you can kind of see how that is. That's a lot more old school. This is a new interpretation, if you will, on this one. And then I do have the Masters Universe 40th Anniversary Edition of He-Man. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this head off here, because these heads are interchangeable, as we know. And I'm going to put it on here, and this one might fix this one for us. It might make it a lot better. Let's see what we got. I tell you what, he's still a little chunky, but actually this is a little bit bigger of a head. That's not terrible, guys. That's not terrible. So I could see some people maybe doing that switch. You know, it might be worthwhile if that 40th Anniversary He-Man that's based right here. A lot of stores are going to get pretty heavy quantities of that. After the holidays of 2022, we might see some deep clearance on this, depending how many ship to the stores. Might be able to be worth buying a few extra of these just for the head sculpt to swap around and do stuff, because I do think this head sculpt looks better on this figure than the one here. I'm just not really feeling this head sculpt for whatever reason, but this one doesn't look too bad. Does not look too bad at all, I don't think. So I'm going to leave him right there for now, like so. And bring over our Hero, bring our friend over there, and there it is. Quite the rogues gallery, quite the lineup right here today at the table. So there it is. There's He-Man, Masterverse, Hero, and Battle Armor He-Man. What are your guys' thoughts? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. Don't forget about the Patreon, your best way to support the channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. And don't forget about social media. SirPaul64 is where you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for our friend Hero and our friend He-Man, I am Kyle. I'll see you guys all real soon.